This kid's like a non-playable character in a video game that you run into. Come on! This way! The door needs to be unlocked! Figure out the code! You know how the characters will just stand there and then you're like doing their thing and they're like, that's what this kid is. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. We have another episode of Bad Batch to watch today. I think we are on episode 10. The last we saw of the Bad Batch, they were stranded on that very western-looking planet, whose name escapes me. Matt and I, our suspicions in our last breakdown is that it was Sid who got them stranded there because she seemed a little removed from the fact that they were stranded. And she's been very suspicious this entire season, so we'll have to see if that thread ends up coming to fruition. So let's get into the episode, but before we do, you know what I'm going to tell you. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like these reaction videos. And if you like tuning into our breakdowns, click that notification bell so you get all the notifications of when our breakdowns, our reactions, and our stupid little shenanigans come out on this channel. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's watch Bad Batch episode 10 called Retrieval. Interesting cover photo for this. The description is, attempting to recover a lost asset, the Batch must learn to trust a thief. Okay, so they're going to run into that kid, presumingly in this episode. Let's see what we got this week. Hopefully a bit more story. Just a little bit. I feel like I'm scrapping lately for story threads. This music. Yep, it's that kid from the trailer, like Matt and I talked about on our breakdown.
My scouting run took longer than expected, but I found something
he's
you're gonna
super
like.
pale.
Lower the shield.
And is his hair purple? I always love how those ships land. They land like a character of sorts. Like it has so much character to it. That didn't look like food to me. Oh, hello, interesting new alien design.
I swiped it from some amateurs poking around the old mines in the Northern Territory.
Is that... Oh my god, what is that actor's name? It's, Yuri, Lowenthal? The guy who voices, like, everybody, but most notably, Peter Parker from Spider-Man PS4, which is an incredible video game.
So good to you.
No, Mako, honest. I thought you could make some money off it.
Yeah, that's totally him. Oh, that's cool.
I believe you.
I really like that voice actor. And him as Peter Parker he is excellent. Highly recommend you check out the Spider-Man PS4 game. Anyway, going back to the episode. So sorry, I missed a little bit of dialogue because I was gushing about Spider-Man PS4, but is he a slaver of some kind? Like an abuser? I don't know. Sorry, I missed that entire bit of important dialogue. My bad.
Getting a rating.
Guess I'll have to sell you for parts.
I just hear Peter Parker, guys.
You're useless to me. What am I gonna do with a defective power droid?
Like a higher pitched Peter Parker.
Defective power droid. Now where's our ship?
They didn't get very far. Yeah, he's got to be a slave of some kind. Like, he's got, like, that marking on his neck.
Okay. You okay?
Cut your losses now.
There is one covert.
That was a Zeb move if I've ever seen one.
From there.
Growl threateningly.
Now.
Oh, I thought he was just gonna straight up fall into it. Okay. moves, Hunter.
All clear.
This is a really cool environment once
Definitely
again.
aren't Ipsium miners.
Oh, this is the planet from the trailer, from the Bad Batch trailer, with all those kids that Matt and I initially thought were
Because
clones.
the Ipsium's become degraded.
Guess not.
Odd either.
This kid's like a non-playable character in a video game that you run into, who helps you sneak through. Like, come on, this way. The door needs to be unlocked. Figure out the code. You know how the characters will just stand there and then you're like doing their thing and they're
Here's
like,
your ship. I held up my end
That's
of the
what this
bargain,
kid
so
is.
I'll be off.
Hang on.
Relax. It's fine. Fix.
It better not be.
this guy kind of reminds me of Vizago from Star Wars Rebels. Dude, this literally looks like the scene where Lando trades Hera off as a slave, and then Kanan gets all pissed off about it. Now I want to go... See, this show is kind of making me want to go back and watch Rebels.
Can't I?
Is he playing against Sokka? Why does that kid look just like Sokka from Avatar?
Time. I'm starving.
You can't tell me that the animators didn't do that on purpose. Okay, so he, like,
But I will
is
get
like
my
their
cool
abusive
star.
father. That's a space candy bar, if I've ever seen one.
But I still have to connect the primaries to the guidance system and adjust the Navi computer.
Navi
Weapon
computer?
systems online. We're not engaging.
He's gonna do the How to Train Your Dragon thing on the kids.
Our ship.
Reach out.
Get the engines online.
We toil down in the mines while you enjoy the spoils?
I was taking my share.
It's got like a Mad Max vibe to these kids.
Don't forget that. Throw her over.
Toss him overboard! Yeet! Got her.
Grab my hand.
What happened? Did the thing unhook his hand? That was like a really quick death. Okay. The end. Interesting episode. Gosh, I kind of wish I had Matt on with me right now because there are a couple things I just want to talk about that I'd like to go into detail more with this episode super fresh in my mind. I feel kind of conflicted about this season. I mean, we're 10 episodes in, and 3 episodes out of the 10 so far have been really kick-ass, super good, very poignant storytelling. But I really hate saying this, but I find myself losing interest a bit in this show. Not because I think it's bad. On the contrary, the mid-season finale, for example, was just really great Star Wars, and the solitary clone was super solid, but I'm almost like, what's the story here of this season? Like, what story are they trying to convey? Because right now, I almost feel like I'm floating in this empty space, and I'm almost like waiting for somebody to like blow air so I move somewhere. Like, I don't know what the purpose is. We've had so many episodes like this where they'll run into a non-playable character in a video game who is like, let's go get treasure, like Fear, let's go riot racing, and I'm evil, and the big alien guy that used to work with Sid. But like, the best episodes of this show so far are the ones that are not focused on the Bad Batch. So like when Rex comes in, or when Cody is in the episode, or Crosshair's in the episode. Like, Crosshair is a fantastic antagonist. Where is he? What has he been doing? We've seen him in 1 episode this season. Like, are you kidding? What's he off doing? What happened to the plotline with Cody? Echo, for example. I don't know. I feel like we're floating a little bit, and I have to admit, after this episode, I'm kind of getting a little tired and kind of frustrated because I feel like we'll get an episode where it's a little bit of story progression and then the following week it'll be like, well, we're off on some wacky hijinks now. Again, not to say I haven't been entertained by this show, but I'm not dying to watch this show every week. Does that make sense? Let me know your thoughts on that. But like, I think that's like the major standout after watching this episode. The other thing too is I guess Sid wasn't the person to steal, or I guess Sid wasn't behind them losing their ship. I guess it was just a random hijinksy adventure. I kind of wish Sid was behind it. You know, like they hinted at her eventual betrayal, like what, 4 episodes ago? And nothing's come to fruition on that. I thought for sure in the last episode they were setting up for her to have been the one to strand them on that planet. And then we were going to get like directly into her betrayal, but I guess not. So I'm kind of disappointed on that end. I think the episode would have been remotely more interesting had the kids been like discarded young clones, like sold into slavery by the Empire. That would have been really, really, really cool to see the Bad Batch come upon these young clones and they're like, oh my gosh, it kind of shocks them to the point where they're like, maybe we should be working with Rex and Echo. I've been sitting on these thoughts for a while and I haven't really known how to articulate them until now. I mean, the environments were really pretty. It's cool to see Omega becoming more and more self-sufficient. The lighting is great. The animation's just top-notch. The music's top-notch. Really cool to hear Yuri Lowenthal. He's a great voice actor. And I know I was talking during the episode a lot, but he plays Peter Parker in the Spider-Man PS4 game, which is seriously an incredible game. But don't watch the rebooted one where they redid Peter's face. Watch the original on the PS4 because that Peter Parker's design, characterization, everything is just so much better. So watch that one. But I really like that voice actor. He's great. Yeah, in general, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I think I'm just getting restless with the show. I'm getting concerned. I'm not entirely sure what direction the story is trying to take this season, and again, like, they could surprise me. They could really pick it up in these last few episodes, but I don't know why we've had so many hijinky episodes. I have a lot of thoughts I want to share. So if you guys want to see me like explain my full thoughts and break it down with somebody else, check out our breakdown of this episode that will be out this upcoming weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Drop a comment, guys. We're giving away free t-shirts to the best comment, question, or theory weekly. So if you guys want to win a free t-shirt, because who doesn't like a free t-shirt? Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts on this episode, or how about on season 2 as a whole? How do you guys feel about season 2 right now where it stands? I think it's pretty fair to give thoughts and opinions because we're 10 episodes in and we've gotten a pretty good idea of where the season has gone so far. I'm just 10 episodes in, I'm starting to get a little worried about what the overall story of this season is. Right now, I'm far more interested in what Echo and Rex are doing and their espionage plot. Like, I hate to say this, but I would much rather watch that than watch the Bad Batch go through random side quests every week with an occasional plot-focused episode. I don't know. Come at me in the comments if you disagree with me. If you don't, I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. So please let me know your thoughts, guys. And I will see you in our next breakdown video. See you next time.